This is like a mini lecture video tutorial where I tell you my three-stage process for solving geometry questions, and I would say this applies to almost any question. Actually, it doesn't have to be a geometry question. Okay, step one, we need to choose an equation. So I've got an example question here, over here in the corner. It says blah 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 blah, area is 15 centimeters, blah 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 blah. Okay, and that's a rectangle, so I better write down area equals width times height. Why? I've not even read the question properly, have I? Which is not necessarily exactly what you should do, but the point is it does actually, it normally works. I've not bothered reading the question. I've just gone, oh look, it obviously involves area, it's a rectangle, I'll write down that equation. Now you put in the information you got. So do we know what the area is? Yeah, we do. So that'd be a 15. Do we know the width? Well, they've just given us an x, so I guess that's what we have to find out. We know the height is 3. Okay, so we've done that. Now we just have to solve it. Let's divide both sides by 3. So, is one way of doing it. Or let's just in case you're not very comfortable doing equations, we don't even need to be able to do that. We can just have a look at this and go, that needs to be a 5. Okay, that means that x equals 5 centimeters. The point of that, we're going to do one more example as well. The point of that example was, oh look, we don't even have to read a question properly. We just look through, and this is how a geometry question, this is my recommended approach to geometry questions. Let's do another one. Maybe have a go at this in your own time. Can you follow my method? Choose an equation, right. It's a right angled triangle, and it involves 3 sides. And there's no angles involved, so I think that would be Pythagoras. So that would be, I mean, Pythagoras can be written so many ways. I'm going to write it as a squared plus b squared equals c squared. You might write it different ways. I'm not even sure that's the best way, but I've done that just because I think that's what a lot of people do. So that would be x squared plus b squared. Oh no, wait, hang on, we know that. Plus 4 squared equals 5 squared. And then let's just solve it. So we're kind of stuck with the x squared. 4 squared is 16. 5 squared is 25. Which means that must be equal to 9, yeah? Because 9 plus 16 is 25. So that must mean that x equals 3 centimeters. Again, I didn't solve the equation by rearranging it, just in case you're watching the video and you're not comfortable with that. So I used 2 simpler examples where you can just do it that way. Okay, that's kind of it. I'm just going to make one last thought in case you want to listen to me talking for a bit longer. Why do I recommend this process? Lots of reasons. The first reason is, oh look, in the exam we just got a mark because we wrote the equation down, which is what the examiner's looking for. Even if everything else is wrong, doesn't matter, we just got a mark. And even if you can't work out what else to do, if the only thing you do is write down an equation, you got a mark, even if it's a very difficult question. If it's a particularly difficult question, you might choose 2 equations. Then you might spot 2 things that you can write equations about, and maybe you'll get 2 marks in the exam because you'll write the other one down as well. So that's a really good reason, especially if you're not like a top student. This is a great way of getting some marks in more difficult questions. Another reason that I like doing this approach is I think a lot of students learn another equation for this. They learn that a equals the square root of c squared minus b squared. And if they don't learn that, then maybe they learn, oh, there's a separate approach you can use if we don't know the shorter side. I don't teach my students any of that stuff. I just say to my students, write the equation down and then put the numbers in and then solve it. And generally my students agree, yeah, I prefer this. I prefer just having an approach where it doesn't matter what's the unknown, I can just always use the same method. And then there's like much less to learn, and then there's good repetition, and if there's more repetition of less things, you can get better at them. Okay, hopefully that was helpful. Thanks for watching.